Hello guys, today we will talk about grease pencil in Blender and we will draw a simple 2D character. But first, do subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon. Now let's just start. Click on the file, new and 2D animation. So a new screen will be available here. This is our canvas and working window. Now we will look at these options one by one here. And now first of all we will talk about modes. There are different kind of mode: object mode, edit mode, sculpt and draw mode. Object mode is used to move the whole object or transform the whole object at once. Edit mode is used to edit. Sculpt mode and the draw mode is used to draw. And now we will talk about the different types of brush. Here you can see, you can select it by clicking on the icon, and these are different type of brushes. The default brush is the pencil, and you can see by selecting it and by just clicking and dragging. If you select the pen tool, it is much darker because it has a strength of full 100%. You can see that up here 1% mean 100%. And you can also check the other markers and brushes also. You can see how it is working. And now we will just erase, and by strengthening up to 1 because it erases much quicker, and by pressing F you can increase or decrease the size of your eraser. And now we will talk about the different color modes here. You have two color mode, material mode and the vertex color mode. These are basically used for drawing and coloring of the object. You can select pencil and increasing the strength. You can select any color from these color palette. You can select blue, white, any color you want. And the next option here is the radius option. You can increase or decrease the radius. I'm going to select my pencil tool and increasing the strength to 1, so it will be dark. So quickly erase this. And the next option here is the advanced option. It is used for simplify or more smoothing. Stroke menu, you can also choose the smoothness of your stroke by here. If you choose the smoothness level to 0, you can see that the jagginess, but if you do full strength to 2, you can see that it is smoothing our curve path. And you can increase the power by 1 to 2 and 3 and so on, but don't go too far, it will crash your system. And the most important option here is the stabilized stroke. I like this stroke very much because it is highly stabilize and smooth your stroke. So we will use this further in our tutorial. And now just quickly get rid of these. And these option here, fill tool, you know that to fill the color, and tint option here is used for coloring over the strokes. Stroke mean these line that we are drawing, these are the strokes, and to color over it we use the tint option. And the scissor tool here is to cut off unnecessary path or unnecessary point of your strokes. And these option down here is very simple and straightforward. Like the line tool, you just click and drag and draw a line. The line poly tool, click and drag points, different points on your screen, and it will look like this. You can draw an arc and change the shape with the handle, and you can also make an curve and rectangle and also a circle, and you can change the shape and size. And now we will talk about the layer panel. On the right side, on the object data properties, you can see that by default there are two layers, the lines layer and the fill layer. Line layers is used to basically draw the outline, and fill layer is used for coloring the object. You can see it's different option here, like the onion skinning. The onion skinning is basically used to see the previous drawing, and you can increase or decrease the number of steps you want to see here. If you set it to 0, you see will nothing. And now we will just quickly talk about these material mode. Here you can see that by default there are 4 material mode here, and we will unhide our lines layer here. So we will then able to draw on it and just delete this circle by erasing it. And now we will see how these four material will work. You can choose it one by one, and if you enable the fill mode, it will fill that color in the path. Now selecting the square stroke, you can see that little square or little gap there. And now we will select the solid mode, in which the stroke option is unchecked and the fill option is checked, so it is look like this. And the last stroke here is the dot stroke. It is a dot like pattern, and you can create any of these pattern by selecting the menu here, mode type, and selecting dot, line or square, any you want. Also, one tool I would like to mention here is the canvas option on the overlays panel. You can check that and you can see that it is look like a grid. It is used for drawing reference and it is very useful, and you can also enable the 3D cursor on the overlays panel. So this is it for the interface, and now we will draw a simple 2D character. We will draw here a minion character using a reference image, and we will use stabilize stroke and the draw mode option. So the rest of the video is the time-lapse video. Going to the draw mode and select the stabilize stroke here, and now decreasing the radius. We are just drawing the outline of the minion by using the stabilize stroke. And when you feel uncomfortable, you can switch to draw mode and draw by free hand. So you can see that how we are creating the outline of it. You can also do the same steps, and you can get the reference image from the Google site. And now after drawing the outline, I will come back to you. So I am back here, and now we will fill the colors in it. We will use three different colors, like a yellow color, a blue color and a gray color. So just quickly make these colors and select the fill bucket tool and just click on the different parts of the object, and keep one thing in mind, that the path should be closed, otherwise it will create a mess. And now just simple click and drag. So our minion is ready here. Hope you will like the video. If you like, do subscribe and also press the bell icon. We can move our background image right here. See you in the next video.